Fort Wayne to Evansville to Louisville to New York City to Chicago, and we have to keep waiting on judges. But because federal law is uniform, and we've been able to get one federal judge to say yes, there's probable cause.
So to you, it sped things up that we didn't have to sit there and play the game.
But we still have to.
We're going to run out of time. Sorry. You did vote against the wireless tax. Is that correct?
Yes, because there was the potential for citizens to be subject to a warrantless search, not search, warrantless wiretap.
And that's where they were basically saying, hey, we think Melissa might do something. Let's get a warrantless. We're just going to put a search thing on her phone.
Well, we think someone is talking to Melissa who has never been subject to a warrant, to a warrant necessary for a wiretap. So, say Melissa is talking to your contact with Al Qaeda in Somalia, for example. Because you're talking to that person from Somalia, there was the idea that we don't need to get a warrant to hear you, a citizen.
And you voted against that.
I voted against that.
Would you vote to reauthorize the Patriot Act today?
I would, based on what I've passed, I voted for last time. Depending on what is in a reauthorization, depending on what is in a reauthorization bill. If it throws in another reauthorization of warrantless wiretaping of U.S. citizens.
So you are all for the Constitution being protected in the sense of all you, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, but you're basically saying that it allowed the warrants to be issued in another way, but it didn't take out the need for warrants.
Exactly. It did not.
You are not for if it would have said, like I was thinking what I said earlier, you know what, we think she's doing something, but we don't have enough information. We're going to go search her stuff.
Right, and that's why Barney Frank voted for it. That's why John Hostettler voted for it in Judiciary Committee. And that's why the ACLU, in questioning by Senator Dianne Feinstein years after the Patriot Act was put in place, when Senator Feinstein, not the most conservative member of the United States Senate, asked the ACLU, can you think of a time that the Bush administration has violated the civil liberties of any target of surveillance?
Is that maybe what our fear is? Not so much what the Patriot Act actually said, but because we're getting used to government being a little more corrupt, that we're afraid of what they think they can use it for and not what the actual paper says?
It's very possible, Melissa, that is the case, which...
Because they just seem to not even listen to it. So the Patriot Act may, I'm still not ever promoting it, but it may not be as bad as I think. It's what they keep doing with those things that you would not even support, that we're looking at as the ultimate bill, and that wasn't
correct
what the ultimate bill stood for.
And Melissa, your point is exactly the point as to why I've re-entered politics, and that is to restore trust in government. So
yeah, we don't trust you guys at all.
so that when I come back to Indiana, should I be elected nominated in May, elected in November, when I come back to Indiana to start the next round of town hall meetings, and I tell you...
And you will come to town hall meetings. You will not pull a buy and Luger.
No. That's what I'm telling folks. I'll tell them tonight that at the Clancy Classic Cafe that I'm going to come back to the state and hold town hall meetings. So
good or bad?
Exactly, so that people can ask questions.
Because what you guys need to realize the most, you do work for us. Right. We are your employer,
right.
And we just need to know what's going on. We're going to run out of time. We only have about a minute left. John, I thank you so much. We want to put his website up there. If you want to go volunteer, your issues are all on there. Can they write you through there if they have more questions?
Sure, in the contact.
I think your events is up there.
Yes.
If you want to donate your time, money, whatever you want to do, there it is. Is that it? www.johnhostettler.com?
That's it, Melissa.
So anything you need, and the polling suggests good things, and you're doing a great job, and I'm really, really happy with all your voting record. I just needed to clarify the Patriot Act, and I think you've given me a lot of food for thought. I still don't know if I agree on the same page, but I'm definitely going to go home and read it a little bit more, and then I might write you.
Sounds good. Let's look forward
But I will definitely respect your position, because it makes it sound a lot better than, sure, we can go in American tone and do whatever. All right, guys, we're out of here, running out of time. Thanks so much, sir. been a pleasure.
Thanks for having me, Melissa.